Well, folks, I'm going to be signing a presidential memorandum in just a minute here to establish the first ever White House initiative on women's health research. It's an effort made possible by Jill, who is a long champion in women's health, and Jen Klein, Dr. Missouri, Maria Shriver, and others, because the fact is that it requires all of government, not just NIH, but HHS, the VA, Defense Department, and every agency in the government having anything to do with health. It requires them to come up with a report to me, for me, that lays out what they can do collectively to improve women's health. Women make up more than half the population, but for too long they've been underrepresented when it comes to health research and the money spent on that research. That's going to change today. So signing this, I'm setting up this group that within 45 days, all the government agencies that have anything to do with health have to report on exactly what they're doing now with regard to women's health and the suggestions they may have and how to deal with it. So let me now sign this and make it official and then yield to Jill. Well, Jill, let me yield to you first.
Thank you. I just want to say, Maria, I am so grateful to you for bringing this to our attention, and it's your leadership that's really going to make the difference and has made the difference already. And also, thank you, Carolyn, for your involvement and your willingness to lead this effort. And Maria, after you came a couple of months ago, and then I spoke to Joe, and I have to say, one of the things that I love most about Joe is, you take something to him and he listens. And he did listen to us, and it's resulted in this memorandum. So thank you, Joe. We appreciate this. And women deserve better, and now we're going to get it. So thank you.
You don't have to thank me. I didn't realize how much incongruity there was and how imbalanced it was. So God willing, we're going to solve that. All right. All right. With regard to a potential shutdown, I understand that the new Speaker of the House has a proposal. It's being negotiated with the minority leader of the House and Senator Schumer and the Republican leader are also talking about it. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. Apparently there's a meeting today at 4 or 5 o'clock on the Rules Committee, and we'll see what happens.
Would you veto the laddered CR?
I'm not going to make a judgment what I'd veto, what I'd sign, but let's wait and see what they come up with.
Sir, on the hospitals and Gaza.
Thank you very much, everybody.
President, answer, guys.
The hospital in Gaza.
The hospitals in Gaza, have you expressed any specific concerns to Israel on that, sir?
Well, I have not been reluctant in expressing my concerns what's going on. And it's my hope and expectation that there will be less intrusive action relative to the hospital. We're in contact and we're with the Israelis. Also, there is an effort to take this pause to deal with the release of prisoners. And that's being negotiated as well with the Qataris that are engaged. And so I remain somewhat hopeful, but the hospital must be protected.